Hello, lovelies. Excellent evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. In here, friends, I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues. And I am Judith. I want to react to um, the video and the reaction of Nurse Yinka Theisen. First of all, against Mama Rita, and secondly, against Lincoln Edochie. But before I say that, on a more serious note, on behalf of the Judy TV show, I'd like to extend our condolences to the family of the fish magnet guy. I think Ifani also, I'm not certain of his name now so that I don't say the wrong things, but I know his social media name is Fish Magnet. I recall I saw a video where he was, I think it was a very dark man that replayed that video, where he was so excited about the time. I remember when that very dark man went to Onisha, Anambra State, and was saying that the NAFDAC office should try as much as possible to open the office, I mean the shops of those that they locked their shop for some months without giving the clearance to open, because a few of them were doing some, were selling expired drugs and everything, that they should deal with those ones and leave the rest of the people so that they can continue with their business. So a lot of people, related with that thing that he did, especially the traders there. And I think this guy is based in that Onisha or whatever. I think he's based in Anambra. So he was so happy about that. And then he was now offering fish to a very dark man. I think about 4 or 5 guys or so were holding big fishes, like they're holding it up, and he said, "These fishes are for you. Just tell me where you want me to deliver this, and I will deliver it to you." And then he went on, advertising the dry fish and everything that he does. That he has decided to cut the prices so that a lot of people can buy and all that. He was just marketing, just normal hustling of a man. And then I was just saying, okay, is it okay? This guy is giving fish to a very dark man. Oh, that's a nice one, just to appreciate him. When that man now started crying and said that this guy is gone, what is his offense? I was like, gone as how? I now watched the video till the end, and now discovered that of a truth, the guy is gone. Allegedly, he was kidnapped and then now murdered. And they said either he's the only son or the only child of the Abga women leader in their state, that's Anambra State, but the guy came, some people came and then, hit him on the leg or something, a bit shot him on the leg, and then took him in their car and then took him to an unknown destination, and at the end of the day, they killed him there. So people were now saying, what kind of a thing is it? Is it politics, or is it because he's saying that he has decided to crash down the price of his fish so that more people will now come to him and all that? That maybe people could just nobody now knows where the thing came from, but that the guy has been, buyed and all that. Oh my God, I felt so sorry. I want to, like I said, on behalf of Judy TV show, extend our condolences to the family of the guy, the fish magnet guy, especially his mother, who is in a deep grief right now, I can imagine. And then I don't know whether it is but whether it is for any reason. Honestly, to take somebody's life, it's not worth it at all. Okay, if you look at it, that is a political. Why is it? Because the mother is in that particular political party. Every person will not be in the same political party. People's ideologies differs. People's way of doing things differs. Okay, so people are free to belong to wherever they want to belong to. Why would you now take it out? So assuming it is for political reasons, and if it is also because of the fish he's selling and all that and all that, the much you can do if he's selling his own, for instance, 10,000, you can bring your own to 9,500 naira so that more people can go. It's just a market strategy. Why would it now result to taking somebody's life? Which means it wasn't a kidnap, so to say. It was a planned thing, because they said the guy either was in his house, in his coming out from his car or whatever. I don't know the full details or something, but whatever thing that happened, that guy was picked up and that guy was killed. But I strongly suspect that those people that came to the house to attack him and all that, where they took him to, he now saw somebody he knew there, maybe amongst them, or some other people that were waiting there. By the time this other guy is now brought in, he saw 1 or 2 people he knew there, he recognized them. So those ones are like, no, if you leave this guy alive, he's going to say that, we're part of this and all that. Or maybe because that's what happens most times. Once somebody is kidnapped or once somebody is robbed, and any of the people, the gang members, is recognized by the victim, is always a bad news for the victim. But whatever reason, to be honest, it doesn't warrant this kind of a thing. And so once again, to the family of this guy, please accept our condolences. It is only God and God alone that can console that mother, because I can just imagine, a young man that is hustling, he didn't join to be doing bad things or whatever, but boldly and doing it like that. And the thing is just working for him. And at the end of the day, the thing just decided to end this way. People just decided to end it this way for him. Well, what can we say except to extend our condolence and pray that God will help this woman and the entire family to bear this irreparable loss, because it's so sad. It's so sad that this kind of a thing is still happening now. The very dark man was crying and said he wants to go to the place, I think it's on Nisha in Anambra State, to go and do a candlelight with other people, to pay their last respect to the guy and all that. I think it's worth it. But to the mother of the guy who is the chief mourner here, I don't know whether his father is still alive, but to the mother who is because it's the mother that will feel the pains the more. Yeah, but even if the father is alive, to both of them and to the entire family, we extend our condolences and we pray, like I said before, that God will console each and every one of you in Jesus' name. Amen. Having said that, guys, let me now talk about Nurse Yinka Theisen. I wouldn't know when, but Mama Rita Edochie traveled to the US on vacation. She has her children there on vacation. And while she was there, in her usual way, she just said, lovers of Rita Edochie, should I drag somebody? Should I call somebody out and drag somebody? I like violence and so on and so forth. She didn't mention any name in fairness to her. The next thing, Yinka now said, oh, you a coward, call my name. Why are you hiding? A wicked woman, jealous woman. Dude's woman started talking. You'd be like, come. I thought they said this lady is a nurse. So do you have all the time with all the shadows that medical personnel do go through to now be doing all that? That this woman hardly dropped this in and you are responding immediately. Meanwhile, she didn't call your name. And then Yinka was now telling her to drop her address in the US so that she assured her that she will leave back to Nigeria. Leave back to Nigeria. You don't know the child, the child, whether a guy or a lady that she's staying in their house, whether they're also American citizens as you are. Leave the house as her. How will she put her address in the open on the social media just because he wants to compete with you? That woman is not your class. That woman is not your age mate. So I don't know why this Yinkan is just bothering herself like that. And then again, while the back and forth was going on, I think Mama Rita now ended up and said, okay, since you are ready for saga, why don't you open your comment section so that, we can start it from there and all that. And then somebody now went to Lincoln's aid, because obviously Lincoln is still following her. She's still following Lincoln. I thought they had ended this and they saw that everybody had gone their separate ways. Anyway, somebody now went to Lincoln's page to now say, oh, Lincoln, thank God for you that, you dodged a bullet by not having anything to do with this woman. Look at the way she's still ranting on the social media. She's still paying and all that. And I think either Lincoln liked the thing or sent a love emoji or something. Then Yinka now came and then, of course, she was also monitoring Mama. In fact, she's like monitoring the whole Madam Yinka, are you a monitoring spirit? Please give yourself some rest. Give yourself peace and give yourself rest. You see all these things you're doing, to be honest, it's not good for you. It is just not good for you. You're just stressing yourself unnecessarily. And there's one of the videos I made that time over this your matter with is it link or another. And I said to you, somebody might be interested in getting along with you. I mean, a man might be interested in you, but with all this brouhaha that raising up yourself, the guy will be scared. The guy will be scared. So I don't know why these Edochies have been, their case, you refuse to let go. You were telling me, Edochie, that was married to you for 18 years to move on. But look at you now, your relationship, I don't know whether it's up to 1 year. You have granted interview to, what is his name, Uche. You have done all manner. Yet you are still not at peace with yourself. What is actually wrong? Why would you go and be calling out a woman that didn't call you? Okay, if she's scared enough and she didn't call your name, then take it to be that you are the champion here and have your peace. Why would you now go and call her and be tagging her? If you are the one that is ridiculing yourself, to be honest, you are the one. And by the way, these things that you're dragging the woman, that was how she was dragging Judy Austin, and her husband reported her to her own husband. You, Leduce, is not married to Judy Austin. because he said so that they are skid makers. I don't know whether you are aware, because the father of Yule Edochie, Chipite Edochie, you have refused to drag him because you know what that means to you. That will mean to you, because he said that Yule went and picked Judy Austin, an ant-infested faggot, and that she will never be accepted in the Edochie's family. Every other person, especially Mama Rita, every other thing that I have said concerning Judy Austin is just based on what Chipite Edochie, who is the patriarch of the family, of the Edochie family, that is the whole thing. Everything that that woman has said is based on this thing that Pete Edochie has said. So why are you now dragging her? You didn't drag Pete Edochie. It is now Mama Rita that you are now saying, oh, he's jealous. That was how they sent to want to her husband and all that and all that and all that. That is all the things that Lincoln told you. How do you think Lincoln will be happy with you? Something she told you, he told you in confidence. Something he told you when you people were just together, and all of a sudden you are spilling it like that. So nobody's secret is safe with you, but your own secret is safe with you, because you have not told us what happened between you and Mr. Theisen. You have not told us where you were wrong and where he was wrong. How did your divorce play out? You didn't tell us all that, and you're still answering his name. You didn't also tell us that, but you now decided on the Edochies and you are just butchering them like, Madam, like I said, please give yourself peace. You are the one that is torturing yourself. You are torturing yourself. At the end of the day, you now started sounding confused. You are now thanking main nation. I don't understand. You are saying that you were bullying Judy Austin. That was how her husband, that meaning you now, went and reported Mama Rita to her own husband. The husband that she has is Sir Pete Edochie. You know why? Because he was the one that led his younger brother, that is Mama Rita's husband, to go and marry her. So if there's anything today that has to do with them, the thing goes to Papa Pete Edochie first of all. He can now give directive to anybody in that. That's why he's the patriarch of the family. And then here you are dragging this woman. They went to, okay, you are now siding to the Austin. At the same time, you are thanking the main nation. So that's why I said, you see how confused, this whole thing is playing out. Madam, how do you rest? How do you combine your work with this kind of a thing, knowing that medical personnel in the Western world, they're always very busy. You're always very busy. Yet you have the time to be. It's like you sleep on the social media to know who drop. Because for you to see what is going on in Lincoln's space, Lincoln's space, that means you also sleeping on. Madam, if you're that man, to be honest, if you're that man, will you take, that is, if you are that man and then he is you now, will you take her back or will you take him back? Will you take him back? Okay, even as you are a lady now, if he's the one that is doing exactly what you're doing, maybe what you told him about Mr. Theisen, about your 3 grown-up children, about your job, how much you earn, and so on and so forth, about your father, about your mother, about your siblings, and he decided to be spilling it out like that, will you take him back? Will you consider him good enough to be a good husband? So, why do you want him to now take you with all these things that you're doing? Why? Is it that, you like saga, or you just like to give yourself unnecessary pressure? This woman didn't mention your name. Like I said, okay, take it to be that she's afraid of you. She's a coward. Take it to be. And then have your peace and enter your house. But you that is not a coward, you are now the one that is calling her out, tagging her. Meanwhile, she didn't call you. What kind of and see everybody that is reacting on the social media. People will just, the first thing they do by the time before they start talking is that they'll start laughing. After laughing, then they'll start reacting. Because it's funny. I don't blame them. It's funny. How do you just wake up in the morning and then you start trolling somebody just like that and you're still spilling something? I don't want to say anything. But you're saying, oh, you have said a lot. You have said a lot. Who knows that you reported Mama Rita to her husband? Who knows that? Apparently, Lincoln, Zinc knows, and they told you, and that's why you are now spilling. See, Madam Yinka Theisen, I don't know when you will sit yourself down and tell yourself the truth. Do you know if you have moved on with your life and pretended as if you have never met even that man or the Edochies, okay? That could even make that man, want to come back to you. That could make him want to come back to you. But look at you. Look at his wife. Despite the fact that you came the other day, oh, the wife did, she didn't utter a word. That is how you know somebody who values herself. She didn't utter a word. And I don't know whether it's the first daughter or the second one that marked her birthday. The man went there and then commented, the post the woman made, went there and commented, and then so there's a possible means of reconciliation. Reconciliation is possible. But this one that you are dragging the man like this, for any other person that might even want to have a relationship with you, how are you encouraging guys or men to now come your way? Or have you closed the chapter? Have you closed the chapter that you don't want any man in your life? Because that is what it means. If any person should come into your life now and tell you one or two things about his family, that's how you start running it down on the social media. As if you are, Haba, madam. No, now. And your own side of the story, you've refused to mention that. Is this guy's own that you are descending on? You have not told us about your ex-husband, what brought about the divorce, what he does. You have not dragged his own family the way you are dragging the family of this one that is not even married to you. So how do you balance that? How do you explain that? Please, madam, give yourself some peace. Give yourself some rest. Friends, I just want to say this to this madam Yinka, because when I said, I said, I thought this woman has decided to take a break. She has granted an interview to Uche Madu. That didn't make sense. People were even still, she now discovered that the person that even interviewed her, a lot of people are not even, oh my goodness. Social media. Anyways, friends, that's what I just want to say to this woman in this video. But first of all, to condole with the family of that fish magnet guy. His uh, his buy is quite a sad one. And then to also react to the video of Madam Yinka dragging Mama Rita. I just felt that Mama Rita should do well not to, answer her, because, the level of reasoning now, I think, is the difference is very clear. The difference is just very clear. Somebody didn't call your name, and you are now the one that imagining that it is you that he wants. If it is you that she wants to talk to, but she's scared enough, she's a coward enough not to call your name, take it to be that she's a coward now, or that she's scared of you, or that you are now the champion here, and give yourself the peace, right? Rather than you now being the one that is now writing, and in the process you are now revealing more things. Reported that to, okay, when they reported that to her, is she still not still talking? Is she not? Judy Austin, has she now been accepted in the Edochies family? Has she now gone there? The second child she had, and this their storm, has the Pete Edochie accepted them? So what are you talking, madam? What are you saying? Everything everybody is saying in that family, is from what the man said. So why are you now blaming the woman? Please, friends, like I said, leave your comments or your opinion at the comment section. Let's have a conversation around that. What do you think? Okay, do you think Mama Rita should react by putting out her address? Why should you put out your address on the social media? For what? For what? So that what will happen? So that Yinka is who? If she's even a member of the family, that's a different thing. But this one is not a member of the family. So you now come and put out, not minding the risk that is involved. You put out your address of the social media. For what? And after you have come back to Nigeria, that address is there. Your child that is living in that house, is that person safe? Oh please, oh please. That is a no-go area for me. Anyway, friends, like I requested of you, and as usual, please share your opinion with me at the comment section. Let's have a conversation around that, okay? Whatever is your opinion, whatever is your thought, whatever is your suggestion to Yinka or to Mama Rita, please let's know at the comment section, okay? I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so very much, dear friends.